Friday, April 6th, 2012. I'm going back to the storage units. I'm going to the vehicle processing unit to finish that trans removal job, I hope. We'll see. I didn't hear the beeps. I didn't know if it was running. It's Friday, April 6th, 2012. I'm going to continue today on this Blazer from Hell project. I'm up to the point I'm going to pull the exhaust off of here, and I have the transfer case loose, and it should just fall right out once I get that exhaust out of there. Alright, I was able to get the 15mm out of the frame. Good thing, because I need it for the exhaust. I had to come back, get some PB blaster from the processing unit. I'm having a bad feeling about these exhausts. I think I'm going to break both. Okay, remove this oxygen sensor wire. There's a third oxygen sensor. I got a big problem here at this point, because I just broke the darn, these appear to be some kind of welded in studs. I'm going to have to pull this whole muffler out to get it drilled out. It's going to pull the whole system out. Now it looks like this is going to turn into yet another nightmare, just getting this exhaust out. So if I break the studs on the exhaust manifolds, I'm going to have to take the whole exhaust manifolds out and have them re-drilled. Put new studs in them, which is going to add another problem. Well, instead of breaking these other bolts on the front of the catalytic converter, I'm going to take this back bracket off, and I'll take this side bracket off. Yeah, I'm looking how tight this top crap is. I can see if I need to, if I do break the exhaust manifold bolts, manifold to exhaust bolts, I'm going to be in super deep trouble. Oh my God. This one looks jammed in by the steering column and everything. So if they break, this is going to escalate into a ridiculous project. I may have to take the steering column out, or disconnect the motor mount and tilt the motor up. This could turn into a nightmare. Air conditioning's in the way, everything's in the way. God, I hope they don't break. They really snapped easy, those other ones, and they were heavier than the ones I gotta do now. I can't torch it, or the whole truck may go up in flames. Well, I got lucky with these three. They moved. I didn't take them off yet. But there's hope. So it's half the battle. See if I can get lucky with these three on the other end. I pulled these other ones onto the PB blaster threads, so they should be okay. Oh my God, it's a miracle. The three nuts are off on this side. The first side, they're loose, so there's pretty good odds that they're going to come off. I didn't break any studs. I worked them back and forth till the nuts heated up from friction. And they, once the PV blaster kicked in, they come off. Well, the bolts are out, but stupid thing still doesn't want to drop. Jeez, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to get a little cat's paw in there or something, pry that bar off. I can't believe it came off without breaking any of the studs. Thank goodness. The thing would have been a bear to get these manifolds. Alright, I finally got it out from under this stupid wire, which I'm going to reinstall over instead of under. I don't see why the heck a wire would go under this thing, making a pain in the butt to get this off. I didn't really feel like cutting it, and there's just no easy way to unplug it, apparently. Alright, the trans is still supported by this jack. I got this swung free, but there's, see, I couldn't see these from the way it was. There's weird vacuum lines. I think I'm gonna have to get some masking tape and mark these. I'm gonna go home, get some, well, this might just pop off. Great. I'm gonna have to mark these because they're all black. They all look to be going to different places, so I can still pull it right off, but I gotta mark which one's which so I can put them back and make sure they're the same way. Of course, the same way might be wrong since somebody had this apart. At least the transfer case is off. I'm gonna go get some masking tape at this. I'm gonna go watch. I've been trying to do this with a drill and a wire brush. It's not even working. I think I'm gonna have to get some really coarse sandpaper. I'm gonna get this rust stopped somehow. Alright, I just went home, cleaned up, had lunch. I'm gonna use this electric tape here out of the processing unit here to mark those vacuum lines. Losing some of the light again. Alright, I tagged the front one with this little piece of electric tape so I'll know where that goes. That way I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, and this one only goes in one spot because it's the only single one. I'm not sure what that is. Gotta get pliers, get that off. I also taped up the universal so that the caps stop falling off. Alright, everything's free now, so I can just pull it out. Well, there it is, one transfer case. Including the front drive shaft. I'm going to clean up underneath a little bit, pull that yellow jack out. And I'll start on this trans real quick. Maybe I can pull that out real quick. That should only be trans engine bolts now. Maybe a connector. Okay, I got the exhaust pipe out of there. You can see where I broke these three studs. They almost look like wheel studs. Maybe they'll just hammer right out and I can replace them like normal studs. We'll see. Here's what stuff I pulled off for the exhaust. I guess I could have pulled it off in front of the catalytic converter. It didn't really matter though, because I wanted to pull this all out and repaint it with high heat paint anyway. Not too sure about the muffler. The muffler might be screwed up. It looks like there's a little hole in it. I don't know why they got 3 oxygen sensors. Got one for each pipe and one in the back after the catalytic converter. I guess it's to measure differentials. Kind of weird. I'm gonna just leave the exhaust and the transfer case in this garage right now, which is right next door to the other garage. That way it's out of the way and I can bring my big truck to pick all this up as soon as I get the trans out. I'm slowly lowering the jack that's holding the trans on. The trans is still bolted to this. 2 things you gotta watch out for is the bottom part of the fan ended up hitting as the engine cocks back. The bottom part of the fan could hit the radiator and poke a hole in it, and the distributor cap and the distributor body could hit the firewall, and I've seen these actually bend or break from that happening. This one doesn't seem too close to the firewall though, so I should have a lot of play. I don't see anything else that's going to hit. If the fan gets too close, I'll just have to take the fan off, because I have to get some clearance to get these stupid lines off. Well, it's too dark to film it. I'm not sure how to get that trans line out of there. I may end up just splicing it if I can't get them off. But I'm going to look on YouTube and on the internet to see if I can get see if there's weird connectors. It seems like there's some kind of weird connector. I can just barely feel it. I'm going to have to get a drop light under here because I can't see up in there. And maybe I can buy a crow's foot and take it off, I don't know. With enough swivels. I'm going to have to bring a couple pieces of board. One to keep the engine from rocking back into the firewall after I take the jacks completely out. And the other one to put under the middle of the transpan so that I can put that other yellow jack I have under there to use that instead of the support. So this tran's definitely not coming out today because I can barely see under there now. So I think I'm just going to wrap this up. I think I'll work at the house a bit, so this should end the Blazer anyway today. Well, now this thing went bad for some reason. This is a really nice, they call them a rat tail up in Jersey, where I used to work on construction. I don't know what the heck went wrong with it. These are really nice. So these aren't cheap either. I'm going to have to get some kind of a 3-way or 4-way, I don't know. A pain in the neck all the time. I'm going to have to get a GFI bar or something. Well, back into this scenario, taking George out for cigarettes. Another day is down and I still haven't got that stupid Blazer apart. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get the rest of the way apart and move on with it. It's behind schedule now. Have a good night.